All right, so actually, let me start this off by saying, get up, get active, all right? Get up and get active. And I say that so much now because when I say it, I'm thinking it, and I'm hearing it. You know what I mean? I want to say it, think it, hear it, repeat it into my mind, into my mind, into my mind. You know, I say a lot of the stuff I say for myself a lot, you know? Get up, get active, let's go. Anyways, I've been trying to make TikTok videos, and I realized I cannot squeeze my mind into 3 minutes a thing, you know? So I'm done doing that. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. All right? Got more time. I need time. Anyway, so let me get here. Where am I starting this off at? Okay, so you know how all this gender, I don't know the exact terms. I don't mean to mean in any type of bad way or any way or nothing. I'm just trying to explain it to the best of my abilities, which is all I can ever do with what I know, what I got, right? I could have looked it up more, but I don't care about being perfect. You know what I mean? I care about being myself and trying to get my point across, and not my point, but get my views of life across and my opinions. So anyways, so I was in orientation today for work, and you know, with orientation, you gotta do sexual harassment, gender stuff, all that stuff, and it sparked 3 things in my mind from the past, present, and now, right? So the first thing is, in the past, I took a bunch of acid and was high, right? So that might cancel out people even listening to what I'm saying, which that's okay. People are coming around to this type of stuff. So, you know, this video will always be here on YouTube. So first off, I took a bunch of acid and I traveled out of my body into the spirit realm, right? Or wherever. I don't even know how to describe this place, but that's the best of my abilities, right? In the sky, a bunch of warriors, a bunch of crazy stuff, right? And I was just an orb. Like just an orb, just like a glowing ball, right? And long story short, I realized that I'm not a guy, I'm not a woman, I'm not both, I'm not neither, or I'm all of them. I don't know what I am, because I'm none of those. I'm not this flesh, right? I am not flesh. I am a soul binded to my body, right? So this lifetime, here I am, right? Me here. Next lifetime, I'll be something else. I don't know if it's always humans, or do we switch to animals, or do we, you know, or do we switch to like fire or water, or, you know what I mean? I don't know how it all works. Who knows? Probably all the what ways. But anyways, so something that sparked my mind, right? I remember the people were going on strike. My aunt was saying, she's a teacher, about teachers wearing clothes that might suggest kids to be or think a certain way, or it's like brainwashing them, right? Which it could be possible, because some people always want to follow a trend, right? Even in your kids or anything, trendy topics, trendy lifestyles, trendy stuff, right? So that's the thing, okay. But also, I realized that we are just souls. Our souls feel how they feel, no matter what body they are in, right? So I think it's not crazy or weird or abstract or off the charts, you know, like, what? How's that even? How are you thinking like that? Or how, you know what I mean? I think it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing to feel bad about, you know. And I just think the people, you know, some are supposed to get it and some aren't, you know. And I think just it's not fair, you know. You know, and as kids, like, I realized, like, when you're a kid, right? You're more in tune with the universe, I feel, because you don't have all these things coming at you, all these materials. You gotta get a car, gotta get a job, gotta worry about work, gotta worry about school when you're a baby, you know what I mean? And how the kids, like, some of them remember their past lives, right? Like, oh, I was in the air, but I died this way, and you look it up, and, oh, there it is, you know what I mean? Exact on-the-dot stuff, right? Well, that's pretty cool. So I think when you're a kid, like, you're a sponge, right? But you also are more in tune and more here, like, really actually here. Not here, but here, you know? And so, like, when when a boy, a child, or whatever, says he's a girl, or a girl says he's a boy, I find that's normal. You know, that's my opinion. I find that's normal, because if that's how they truly feel, and especially when there's no outside entities swaying the mind, you know, like, say it's a kid that's never even been around people like that, or he doesn't even, how would you even know that unless you feel that, you know what I mean? Like, think about that, you know? And there's always people, like, let's relate this to my drug use. My mom back in the day would always say, Michael, those friends are getting you high, or Michael, quit hanging out with those people. They're why you're doing this. No, I was why I was doing this, right? And we both know that now, growing up, realizing it, and then her realizing, this is me, man. That was me, right? So, in that sense, right, how parents always want to blame somebody else for either their kid getting in trouble or their kid, I guess now, in this sense, feeling how they feel. Oh, no way my son's gay, or no way my daughter's this, or no way, or whatever, like, always someone to blame, right? I think we need to practice, the whole world, right, which probably other countries probably do this more than us, universal acceptance. That should be the first thing taught in life. Universal acceptance. Because listen to this, right? In AA and rehab and all these things I've been through, right? Acceptance is key, right? If we all just accepted everyone for who they are, how they are, what they feel, what they do, and just accept it, right? I think the world would be way, way better. I feel like that is like a universal law that needs to happen. Like it happens like unspoken. Like most of these things are unspoken, right? We don't teach this stuff because I feel like chaos creates money. It's just, you know how it goes. But anyways, so that's that. So I feel like that stuff's normal, man. Like I am a soul trapped in this vessel. Next lifetime, I'll appear as somebody else or maybe an animal or whatever. Actually, sometimes I think I always come back as me, but maybe that's because I only see my soul, I think I'm always me because I really am always me because my soul is me, not this body. I just actually, I think, found that out, actually, like, thinking about this out loud here. That's what it is. I'm not always this, I'm always this, or this, But anyways, so what was the other thing I was talking about? Oh, yeah, my job, right? There are levels to this stuff. If you're in recovery, right, you used to get high all the time like me, just disaster, destruction, chaos, violence, just rock bottom. Rock bottom can go all the way to bottom until you're dead. But your rock bottom, your personal rock bottom, which I think it can always, there's a trap door always, right? We all know that. So when you've had enough and enough, and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of living like that, not getting nowhere, not being happy, So I got out of the psych ward. First I was in rehab, got out, did good for a second, went to the psych ward, and that was a cycle for years doing that, since I was 18, you know what I mean? So don't ever give up. Don't ever think you can't keep on going. Don't ever think that you don't got it, because we don't got it, but we can get it one day at a time, right? Every day is a new day, one day at a time. If you messed up yesterday, well, scratch that. The past is the past. Nope, gone. Doesn't even exist. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even exist, man. So anytime I've ever relapsed, right? Anytime I've ever relapsed, back in the day, I would beat myself up. Go get high about it. And it would just cause so many more problems and jail and all that stuff. And then when I look back at it right after I did it all and sitting in jail or back in rehab or back in IOP class for the 100th time, right? Man, if I would have just stopped right after I did it, either been honest, right? This is the younger times. Been honest, right? I learned you got to be honest because people will think that you're trying to get over on them. People will think that you're playing them because you're playing yourself and them. No, everyone's getting played at this point. So just be honest. You messed up. That's all we can ever do is be honest. That's another thing in life. It's hard to be honest all the time. I'm not honest all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I try my best, like anyone, But so, what was I saying, man? Anyways, oh yeah, trapdoor, being honest. Oh, don't give up if you relapse. Tomorrow's a new day. Start fresh, start sober, you know what I mean? Back in the day, I would just give up. Nowadays, like maybe 2 years ago when I went to the rehab for the last time in the psych ward, I was honest. I was honest for the past year before these 2 years, right? I was honest. And people respect that, right? I'm telling you. So anyways, so I'm here. I got out of the psych ward, got out of rehab, right? And I get my first job, right? I'm focused. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this stuff again. I'm not peeking out the windows no more. I'm not thinking people are trying to get me no more. Who's trying to get me? Nobody. My mom said, Michael, you're not that important. I'd peek out the windows for 465 million days in a row. Still had to pee on the first day. Forgot about it. Now where are we even at, dude? I still got to freaking pee. And I still wouldn't even go. What the hell? That shit, it makes me laugh, man. I remember one time, I flipped the couch around, right? I don't watch TV. Back then, I didn't watch TV. I'm watching the windows, so I want to watch in style. So I flipped the couch around, right? Right in front of my mom. She's coming right in the door. Flipped the couch around and just started looking, like proud of it. Like, this is what I'm doing. I don't know. Like, I wasn't myself at all. Nowhere near. Like learning myself now compared to how I was. Like, maybe I was scared to learn myself. or scared to be myself, you know, because I don't know why. There's a lot of many reasons. But anyway, so, okay, my first job, $13 an hour, right? In this day economy, that's hard to work with, you know. And I never paid rent before. But I started paying rent at the Silver House, and I bought a pack of cigarettes to pay my child support. When I first got out of the rehab stuff, my goal was, I want to pay my child support. Anything else, child support and have a place to be, right? And smoke some cigarettes. So smoke some cigarettes. Hey, smoke them if you got them. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, I hope you don't go there to get to know it. You know what I mean? So anyways, smoke them if you got them. So I got my first job, right? Not making nothing, you know, making enough to be happy. You know, I was happy with nothing. Like nothing is, you're more happy with nothing. When you get more responsibilities, get more money, you're just going to spend more money. It's just, it drives me nuts, man. It really does. But it's the way the world is at this point. I don't know if it'll change, if it won't change, or get a little easier, you know. I don't know how it goes. What do you say? House prices are skyrocketing, right? Hopefully one day I'll get a house. I will get a house, actually. Manifestation. But anyways, so my first job, right? Cardboard, rework, just simple task, right? I did that for about 6, 7, or 8 months, right? And then I was like, all right, man, you know, I think I'm ready to do more. Like, I am capable of more. Like, I never in the past used to think I was capable, you know? Like, in school, I wouldn't go present stuff at the board. I would just take the F because I was shy, super duper shy, insecure, nervous, anxiety, all these things, right? And speaking on that now, mental health. As a kid, right? I didn't know what mental health was or medicine. I knew like cough medicine probably. I think I know. Or my inhaler because I had asthma, right? I know that, but no one's like, you know, mental health or whatever. Or if you do know, you don't want to have it because it's bad or whatever. But I think if you don't got any mental health classifications or diagnoses, that's an untreated something, man. That I would say that scares me, but that might offend people. But I'm not meaning it to offend people. I mean it because it's just silly. Like if you don't think you got any problems, right? This might offend people. If you don't think you got any problems, that probably means you got way more than the people that are actually dealing with it and recognizing it. Because also in AA, what is that? The first step. Oh boy, I got to stop for a minute. I'm so tired, dude. I've been up for so long. The first step, admitting that we have an alcohol problem, right? The first step, admitting. So if I admit that I got brain problems, I got thinking problems, I got, you know, all these problems, you know, admitting is the first step. So people that walk around with their nose up high, like they, you know, like their shit don't stink, right? Those people are the ones that scare me, right? Because they're scary people, you know? So anyways, so my second job, right? Went from the first one, got to the second one. My second job was my old job from years ago when I used to work there. 7 days in a row, but I was high, right? And I loved it. But I probably didn't love it. I was probably near death, probably, because it's 900 degrees in there, right? But in my mind, I loved it because of the money, $15 an hour. Now, however many, 2018, 19, $15 an hour, you were golden, pony boy. So I came back to it. Now it's 20-some dollars an hour, right? So I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Then they put me on the forklift, right? I don't know how to drive forklift. They threw me on the forklift. I was doing a good job, but my stinking thinking kicked in, right? They're all telling me, man, you're doing good. And I'm thinking, man, I'm not doing perfect though, because I always want to be perfect. That's just how I am. I always want everything perfect. I need to know things instantly. No one knows things instantly, Michael, you know? Hey, I'm talking to myself, you know? Anyways, I do that a lot too. You gotta keep yourself in check. But anyways, so nobody's perfect. You know, everyone started at the bottom. Everyone had to crawl before they could walk. You know what I mean? So I go back forklift. I quit, right? 2 weeks, I quit. It's giving me too much anxiety. If the tow motor don't go around, the building don't go around. And it's too much for me, which, okay, that's cool. My friends and stuff and support told me not to work there anyway because of all the negative connotations. I don't even know if that's the right word. It sounds good. The negative stuff about it, right? I think it's connotations. So I am like, man, now I'm panicking, right? Because I've been doing so good and I don't want to not do good no more, you know? And it's funny that job or no job is doing good or not, which there's two separate doing goods. Doing good and then doing good, you know? If that makes sense. So I quit that job. And the universe helps me out, man. If you listen to everyone that talks, right? I don't listen to be nosy. I listen because there's hidden messages or things that I'm thinking about, and then people will say something, or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. People will say something that's like relative to what I was thinking or trying to figure out, and it's like kind of sketchy. Like, Well, maybe that's crazy if I base my opinion off what I just heard randomly. You know what I mean? But I've been doing that recently, right? And I don't seem to be turning out so bad, you know? I'm going out on limbs here, man. I want to figure it out. I want to be my best self. I want to go the right way, man, you know? So I go to this new job, right? They said hiring instantly, walk-in interview. So I'm walking in the next day. No waiting. You cannot wait, man. You got to do it right now, not 10 minutes from now. Or, you know, for me, I would never do it. I would just, no, never do it, you know? Right now, right now. So I go there. I start off as a packer, you know? And it's funny, like, there's people, right? They'll make fun of you. Not me personally, but in general, like, this is a thing in life, you know? People will make fun of you for not knowing how to use a tape gun, right? Like, those people have been there for a while, like, oh, you don't know how to use a tape gun, right? Or any job or anywhere. They make fun of you when you start, right? Now, there's a lot of people that don't do that. And I respect those people. Those people, I respect and love those people, right? But you always got those types of people, man. Just like in high school and everything, there's cliques and there's the types of people and categorized, you know? The people that are just, like, mean, the people that are just angry, the people that just try to put you down, man. Like, they just don't like themselves or don't like their life, so they want to, like, they're just like, you know? So don't make fun of people because you were once that people, you know? You didn't know how to use a tape gun your first time. You didn't know how to use a ruler your first time. You didn't know how to tie your shoes the first time, you know what I mean? So just leave people alone. Leave everyone alone. Mind your own business in life. That's, you know, everyone mind your business unless you want to help somebody. You know what I mean? If it's not helping, if it's negative, keep it to yourself. We should not spread negativity. Only positivity. Positive vibes only all the freaking time. You know, I don't even like talking negative. I'll think it, maybe try to figure out in my head, but I don't want to spread that sickness to other people, you know, by always negative. How about, all right, I got a problem. What's the solution, you know? So anyways, second job, right? Packing. Start off packing. Then I become an operator, right? And he's telling me the whole time, you got to be an operator. And I'm like, man, I've never been an operator. In my mind, you know, I can't do that. That sounds like too much. The press is so long. There's so much going on. Oh, no. But I told him yes, you know, because I'm not going to listen to the part of me that says I can't no more, you know. There's a part of me that doesn't know, and I'm just going to, let's go. Let's try it, you know, because if I fail, it don't matter. Because I can fail. It's all learning lessons. It's all experience gaining growth. You know what I mean? I can fail a billion times, but I bet you I'll get it. You know what I mean? If you keep trying, you'll get it. But if you stop, you never will. So I become an operator, you know, doing good, feeling good, happy about myself because I've never elevated in the workforce to a different level like that. You know, I was always just assembly or just, you know, or whatever, you know, which that's cool too. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all about what you like to do and what you want to do and how comfortable you are and how content you are with your life and stuff, you know? So I'm an operator. Okay. So my friend there is telling me about a different job, right? And that's scary even too, to switch jobs, right? Because like people, you know, I and everyone else probably like you would get comfortable with being comfortable no matter what, even if it's not comfortable or comfortable, which my job was comfortable. And I feel like when things get too comfortable for me, I need a challenge now, you know? I need a challenge. Let's step it up. Let's take some risks. You know what I mean? So there's a different job I go to now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, first day was today, right? And I'm like, you know, like I've done this in the past where I go to first job, anxiety, I'm freaking out. I'm blocking that out nowadays because I know it's going to be okay. It's not going to kill me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to die when I go to this job. I mean, I guess like, you know, whatever, something crazy happens, but like just going to work and trying and meeting new people and all that stuff is not going to kill me. So I always go with my head up high, right? Hello, how you doing to everybody, right? Get comfortable there. When you have your first day of work at a new job, you got to get comfortable there, right? Greet yourself to everyone. Hello, how are you doing? All that stuff. So I realized that this job is just like my old job. Same like structure, same format. It's just different product, right? We're producing something different. But all of it is the same gist. So I've realized now that I am definitely on the right track because I'm growing, I'm elevating, I'm moving up the mountain. Because now I know something from my first job, right? I took the risk to get the second job, right? And I took the risk to make more money and to, you know, try something different, you know, get outside the box, get outside my comfort zone again. And that's what makes me grow. That's what makes me feel good positively, is getting outside my comfort zone and challenging myself. And I realized it wasn't even that bad. I already can get the gist of everything because the universe has guided me through these steps. And he's never going to just guide you somewhere and say, hey, no, your ship's sinking, man. No, we know how to do it, man. If you follow, I follow the universal spirit. You know what I mean? That's what I call it, the guide, right? Like numbers, right? If I'm having a bad day, right? I'm having a bad day. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting upset. I'm getting irritated, and I'll look at the clock. It'll be